Hi, I'm Dan from Order Harmony, and I'm going to give you a demo of using Order Harmony to process a reasonably complicated order um, using Order Harmony. So the first thing we'll do is we'll find our customer. His name is Smith. We just search for Smith here. There he is, Delmer Smith. So here's the customer record. You can see Delmer's contact details here, his order, his address, and a list of all his previous orders. So what we'll do is click on create order. So here's the blank order for order number 107, and you can see that the customer is already chosen, and we'll set a customer order reference so that we know so that Delmer knows which order we're referring to. So we'll call it new kitchen. We'll update that, and the next thing we're going to do is choose a shipping address. So we look here and we've got two addresses for Delmer. Choose one of those so we know where to ship all the goods. And next thing is to build the order up. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick about 4 products that we know we have in stock, and a couple of products that we don't stock and are special orders from the suppliers. So first of all, let's build up the in-stock items. So the Amazon is a product. Here's some of the information. We get price information. We can see the stock levels. We can see that there's 63 available. There's actually 99 in stock in total, but 36 of those are already allocated to customer orders. So 63 are available to sell, and so there's no problem here with selling 5 to Mr. Smith. So we'll click add to order, and we see that order line pop in there. Next product is called a Banshee. We'll pick that and we'll order one of those. Again, there's 109 available, so that's no problem. We've got a Tempest, and we'll pick one of those. There's 83 available, so we'll buy 5, and a Shadow. Here we are. There's 78 available. We'll buy 1. Mr. Smith will buy 1. So here's the order building up. So you can see you can edit the quantity at this stage, you can look at the price details, you can discount an order, and more importantly you can see here the status of each line. So that each line is allocated, meaning that we've assigned stock to this order. So what we'll do next is add a couple of products that are special orders that we know we don't have in stock. So we've got here Acme Kitchens special worktop. So we'll add that to the order. We can see here that there are none available and there's none on order. So we know we're going to have to order that from our suppliers. So we'll put 1 in there. We buy those at £1,200. We add that to the order. So we sell that at £1,200. We're also going to buy an item, this item here, a Best Cupboard unit. So this is from a supplier called Best Units, and the product is a Best Cupboard unit. Again, there's none allocated, there's none available, so we're going to order 1 for this customer. Add that to the order. So at this point we've finished building the sales order up. We know what items are going to be included. We've chosen the delivery address and the customer. So now we're happy with this order. We'll click on accept. So that order is now in the open state, which means we're in the middle of processing the order. We haven't finished it. So the next thing to do is again, if we go down to the bottom in the order history here, we can see that the time that 4 o'clock the order was accepted. So next thing to do is we're going to go up to reports here, and we're going to look at the reorder report. So the reorder report tells us 2 SKUs need to be reordered across all suppliers, and it also knows that there's Acme Wholesale, who is a supplier, can sell us this SKU which we need to buy, and Best Supplies can sell us this SKU which we need to buy. So if we go back to the reorder report, you can see it's the special worktop and the cupboard unit both appearing on the reorder report, and that's because we've allocated 1 and the on order quantity is 0, so we need to reorder 1. So this report will always tell you the stock that you need to purchase to satisfy your current sales orders. So the first thing we'll do is we will go to Acme Wholesale. Acme Wholesale is one of our suppliers, and we're going to raise a purchase order for this supplier. So we can click on the SKU we're interested in, reorder that. So here we go, this is purchase order 10, and you can see this purchase order is is going to be sent to Acme Wholesale, and we know when the purchase order was created and some more details. If we scroll down, purchase order lines already populated with the item that we know we need to order. So we've got the supplier's product code, which might be different from your own. In this case, I think it's the same. It's different. It's an ASW 1000 according to your supplier. We're ordering 1, and there's the price that you buy at. And so we're happy with that. We look at the history. We can see how that purchase order was built up. Now we happen to know that this supplier, you need to give them some extra details. So we're going to attach a PDF file to this order, to this purchase order. So I'm going to choose the file here. I've got one called test PDF, and we'll say it's a drawing. So this particular supplier requires a drawing that they will use to build your item. We'll upload that file, and here we can see now attached to that purchase order is a file, and you can click that link to look at the file anytime you like. And we'll scroll up. We're happy that we've built this purchase order now, so we're going to open the purchase order, and at this point we can email it to the supplier. So if we look at we've got the email here. So this email is as received from your supplier, so it says to Acme Wholesale. Here's our reference, PO number 10, and here's the details of the item we purchased, and we've also got a link. The supplier can click that link, and it will tell Order Harmony that they've received and accepted this PO. And another one here, this one is the file that we uploaded. So there's a really simple, the test PDF that we uploaded to that purchase order is available for that supplier to download. So there's no worrying about email attachments or which version of a file you're looking at. You get to all look at the same file. So we've emailed that. There's the email again. This is the email we sent. We've got your details here. So we'll go back to Order Harmony, and that's that purchase order. Let's go back to the reorder report one more time. We still have to order this product from Best Supplies. So we'll go into Best Supplies, select that item, click reorder. Here's another purchase order 11. Scroll down, there's the cupboard unit that we know we need to order, and there's the price you buy at, 1000 plus VAT, and we're happy with that. So we're going to open that purchase order, and again email that to supplier. So you can see here, received by supplier currently says no. If we go into our email, see that email for this is the email sent to Best Supplies, the second purchase order, and we can see that if they click on this link here, then they don't need to log in, they can just click the link, but we get to see that when we reload this page, you can see that this purchase order has been received by supplier, which is could be quite useful information. So you can be happy now that your PO's been received and they're aware of it. So you don't need to spend time chasing that up with any luck. So that's 2 purchase orders. We'll go back into the reorder report again. There's nothing to reorder. So let's go back to our sales order. Here's Mr. Smith's sales order, and we can see now we don't know when any of these items will be shippable, but if we receive some information from our suppliers, let's look at the first purchase order we raised. This is for the worktop, and what we'll do is we'll say that we've got some information from our supplier, and today's February the 28th. Our suppliers told us that March the 7th we'll receive our goods. So that delivery expected has now been updated, and let's do the same for our other purchase order, number 11, which is the cupboard unit. Let's get some updated information. We'll say that we're going to receive that on the 9th of March. Update that. So at this point, if we go back into our sales order for Mr. Smith, sales order 107, and let's look at the order lines. So in fact, because we've updated the purchase order, Order Harmony is able to update the sales order and say this line we'll be able to ship that on the 7th of March, and this line we'll be able to ship that on the 9th of March. So we get information coming from upstream from your suppliers is always reflected in your sales orders, so you can answer customer inquiries and plan the dispatch of these items using that information. Anytime that you update the purchase order, that information is updated across the system straight away. So what we'll do now, obviously we can't ship these two items, they're not in stock yet, they're still with your supplier, but we happen to know that these items here are all in stock and they're pickable. You can ship them now. So what we'll do is click on create shipment here. One tip with Order Harmony is the buttons in green are usually marking the sort of normal workflow. So on a given day, you're usually following the green buttons. That's the sort of standard workflow. So we're going to create a shipment at this point. So we see up here that shipment's created. Let's scroll down. These items now have changed to pickable, i.e. that's Order Harmony telling you you're able to ship these today. So let's go down here. You can see order shipments, and here's a shipment. So shipment number 30. Here's a link back to the order. There's the customer name, and here are the 4 items that we wanted to ship that are all in stock. So all we do is start picking. Starting picking sort of locks the shipment so that the person that's logged in now is the only person that can ship this order while you hold that for picking. So at this point we want to order. There's 5 ordered. We'll pick 5. There's 1 of this, the Banshee. We'll pick 1. The Tempest. There's 10 ordered. We'll pick 9. We can't find 1 at the moment. And the Shadow. There's 1 ordered. We'll pick 1. So we can see here there's no unpicked lines, and here's the picked items. You can also print a pick sheet which shows items that you need to pick, so that could be handy for your warehouse staff. And at this point we can finish picking and dispatch that shipment. So what's happened now? That shipment is dispatched. These items are all picked, and we've got a delivery note here. We can click this button, get a delivery note with the customer address, your address, shipment details, and the products that are in that shipment. So that's available to print from there. What we'll do now is we'll go back to the order. Now if you remember, we didn't ship all of that shipment. We left 1 of these Tempests for later. So we're now happy to ship that. It might be the next day and we've found that item. Click on create shipment again. We'll scroll down. We're looking at the next shipment. So we can see there's 2 shipments here. Shipment 30 has been dispatched. Shipment 31 is still new. Let's go to shipment 31. Just 1 of Tempest to ship. So we're keeping track of everything that's left on that order, and we can make as many shipments as we like, and Order Harmony will keep track of what's outstanding with that order. Let's start picking, pick it, finish, dispatch. Just follow the green buttons and that order is now done. Sorry, that shipment is done. We're looking back at the sales order again. Here's the details, and we can see all these lines are shipped and these 2 are not shipped, of course, because we're still waiting for delivery from the from your supplier. So the next thing to do is we'll fast forward a few days, and you've just received your cupboard unit and the worktop from your supplier. So let's go into purchase orders, and we'll find that purchase order. Here's the first one we created, number 10. There's some open lines on this PO, and what we'll do is quickly receive those lines, and we now know that those lines are received. We can close this PO. Are you sure you want to close this? Yes, we are. So at this point, we know that that purchase order has been satisfied. We've received all the goods. Let's go back to the last purchase order for the cupboard unit. Do exactly the same thing, receive lines and close it. So at this point, let's go back to the sales order, Mr. Smith, and we can now see that these two units, these two items are ready to ship. So let's create a shipment created, scroll down, and here's a third and final shipment for this sales order, and here we are. Here's the last two items. So we've got the worktop and the cupboard unit, and they're going to the same place for the same customer. Start picking. Let's pick one of those, let's pick one of those, finish picking, dispatch the order. Right, so here's the order. The order is now dispatched. We can scroll down and see the history for that shipment. Let's go back to the order. Here's the sales order we've been dealing with. It's now closed. So we can look at all the lines. Every line is shipped, and let's scroll down a bit more to the history. So what happened was shipment 31 was dispatched, then order 107 was closed because all the items have been shipped. So that order is now closed and dealt with. So if we go back to the top, and let's look at your sales orders. 107 has dropped out of your active list. So it's finished with now. It's dropped off your radar, if you like. At this point, if you needed to find that order again, you could go to closed and find all your closed sales orders. There's number 107. Or another way, you can just search. If you know it's number 107, you can search for it, and there we are, order 107. So that's a demonstration of how to create an order with Order Harmony for products that are in stock, out of stock, special orders, how to order those products from your suppliers, and how to do multiple shipments against the order and close the order. So thanks for watching.